Whoa! Oh my goodness! It is the honky time! Whoa! Hi everyone! Hi Barsa! Hi Hasri! Hi Danny! Hi Killer! And bye Killer! You'll be back in a few minutes. New Ultraco music dropped. Oh, that sounds pretty huge. Real? So last time I pretty much left off like right when the Herta's POV started. So I think I may be approaching the end. I hope so. I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna be able to see. I've been like trying to be so careful on social media to like not see stuff.
そうどっちも同じ基礎論理を使ってるから本質的には同じものなんだ
Also, I can't get over how pretty she is. Absolutely gorgeous.
今度またふざけたこと言ったらあなたを処分して
Oh
第
no.
5の鏡に助手を任せるから真面目に説明すると
The puppet is better. I will say I am very fond of the puppet aspects of the little Hertas.
各セクターはそれぞれ独立していて
Like if this also had puppet elements, it would be so banger. But I still love this design. Like I am pretty weak for the witch elements, you know? This feels like deja vu. Oh dear.
機械頭に言葉を届けるのは簡単じゃない。ここまで精密なシステムになると、普段のテスト
Why does it feel like deja vu?
完全に調整するのは難しいから。なるほど。それでマダムヘルタの専門的な判断ではどのセクターに不具合が起きているのでしょうか。そんなの全部のセクターに決まってるじゃない。
You feel like you had this conversation before? Maybe. Possibly. It's entirely possible.
別に大したことはないんだけどね。3つのセクターは独立してるから。
But I do agree that the puppet aspects, I am a huge fan of that. I just also really like this. I like all of Herta. She is all perfect.
私は鏡ですよ、マダムヘルタ。鏡の中のあなたが準備できているなら。
Also interesting that she talks to her mirrors. I just can't get over like how obsessed with herself that she is. It's so funny. You have thermoreceptors?
どうしてって？宇宙ステーションヘルタのエネルギーは私が虚数状態に変換してこのセクターに蓄えてるんだけど、超低温環境にしないとヘルタが爆発して
converted the core into imaginary state. So in other words, this is super advanced PC cooling.
あなた鏡のくせにユーモアのセンスありすぎじゃない？それにしても
How's the new update? I have been quite enjoying it so far, in all honesty. You only saw some big blue guy NPC? I have been really enjoying Emporius personally. Like, I feel like this patch is a lot of really nice setup for the story. Oh, a gladiator guy, like a guy. Yeah, it's definitely like pretty chunky, I will say, which is why definitely don't recommend doing this all in one sitting. Even with the pressure of like spoilers, it's long, so it's probably better to like pace yourself with it. But what there is pretty cool. Like I feel like the lore of the planet is all very interesting. I obviously, as an HI third player, I also really love all the parallels that I can kind of like theorize about and detect. But it has, I like all of the, I also love Greek mythology as well. It kind of is combining a lot of my favorite things. You mean you don't recommend people do Genshin Arcane Class Acts in one sitting? Those are like 3 to 4 hours each, and I've heard this one is double. Yeah. Like, obviously, since I'm streaming it, I am taking longer than I probably would have normally if I was just, like, reading to myself, right? But I can still tell this would be at least, like, 10 hours long or something. You know, it's pretty chunky. But I feel like the chunkiness is justified in terms of what's in here. Which is definitely why, yeah, you shouldn't rush through it, ideally. Also, hi, Swarm.
少なくとも計算能力が釣り合ってないといけない。毎秒数万外界の不動小数点演算ができなければ、
We need more power.
存在を感じ取ることすらできないの。でも高すぎる計算能力にもデメリットがある。この計算能力窒中、
Computing stings.
繁殖の子孫が集まってきちゃうっていうデメリットがね。
So they got like a little digital virus version of them. As if the physical stings weren't enough of a problem to deal with.
それって重要？私としてはこれを動かして機械頭の気を引ければ十分なんだけど。時間がある時にでもアスターさんと話してみてください。
The bars of looms. Time to pull out my buddy Acheron again. Wait, is that memory bubble part of the quest, or is it because I haven't actually activated it on this map? I feel like this mirror has a little bit more to worry about. It's looking kind of cracked.
厄介な虫を片付けて計算セクターもきれいになった。もう少しでコンピューターを再稼働できる。機械頭に会えるまであと一歩だね。最後は通信セクターでしたっけ？
I'm definitely very fond of Noose as an Aeon, but I still feel like if I were in this world, I would probably follow the Abundance. If I'm speaking personally. Is this... I feel like this has to be, like, generated from this map. Oh no, it is part of this. Okay. The reason I wondered that was because I had the habit of, like... I kind of forgot to click on a lot of the memory bubbles in Herta Space Station, so I'm like, is this supposed to be here? Droidhead, you left off last time at the part where you got stringed up in that bath. Oh yeah, there has been quite a bit of progress since then. But the Droidhead refers to one of the Aeons, called Noose. It's the Aeon of erudition. You can think of Aeons as embodiments of, like, concepts, you could say. Like, the erudition is the concept of, like, seeking knowledge. So a lot of the followers of the erudition are like scientists, researchers, you know, that kind of thing. But the Aeons as a whole is like such a cool concept. I really, it's one of my favorite things about the lore of this game. So she's kind of just like wanting to establish communication with the Aeon, which is normally pretty difficult.
アイオンに絆を発射する。これは後ろから肩を叩くようなものなの。叩かれた人は反射的に振り返って。
So like D&D gods? Possibly. I haven't really played enough D&D to be able to tell you for sure, but...
この作業は言うほど簡単じゃない。
Or they have domains and all that? I would say Aeons are like on the level of like gods from our perspective. But they kind of like reside around the imaginary tree. Because the Honkai cosmology, or the cosmology of all these games, kind of determines that all of the games are take place within the imaginary tree, which is like, it is one universe, but it contains all of the different star systems and worlds from like different timelines, you could say. So you can have one world that is Earth, and then another world that is Earth, but that turned out completely differently. Like that sort of thing, you know? And so on the imaginary tree, you have civilizations traveling along it and going to different worlds on that. And the Aeons kind of reside all around there. They're they're not necessarily all like, they don't have omnipresence over the entire tree, but they're kind of like around, you know. There's smaller gods that rule over smaller things, you think, at least? I guess suppose the equivalent of that would be, for an Aeon, they're like at the top, but if you follow a path, you have a chance of being recognized by them in a way, and you can draw power from that. Like, specifically, there's something called emanators, which are able to draw, like, quite a bit of power from the path. A single glance of... Oh, so a single glance from this could vaporize the entire space station. That's pretty scary. Damn.
鏡のくせになかなか鋭いじゃない。いろいろ見たり聞いたりしているうちに影響を受けましたから、このセクターは見たところ何も問題はなさそうですね。人形たちも普通に動いてますし。それはまだわからない。
It's almost like preparing for like a huge solar flare or something. Hello, little Herta.
ちょっと見せて。この人形を。
2757. Dear Lord.
どうしてわかるんですか？静かに邪魔しないで。今人形の状態。
You think you would find the concept of the architects in Rimworld interesting? Oh, probably. Rimworld looks kind of insane. But I'm kind of interested. I might end up trying it someday, possibly.
人格マッピングモジュールがオフになってる。変なの。この設定はデフォルトでオンになってるはずなのに、理不尽モジュールもオフになってる。これはもっと変。
Herta, what on earth is the utterly absurd module?
人形の設定がオンになってるのを確認したんだから。無差別攻撃モジュール。どうしてそんな設定があるんですか？オンになっている。侵入者発見。
Oh no, it's rebelled.
鏡手を無差別。
Oh no, it's rebelled. They're like an evolved and super intelligent AI with a blend of eldritch impossible to understand for humans. Oh, real. The interesting thing about Noose is that Noose used to be essentially a supercomputer. Like, it used to be like a pretty fancy supercomputer, but it ends up ascending to becoming an Aeon, which I think is pretty fun. Computer became a god. Boop, boop, boop. Dear Lord, you have a lot of puppets, don't you, Herta? I wonder if she keeps all of them. Like, are they all on the space station, I wonder? Or are they also all off doing different things in different far-off places, I wonder? Ah, yes, for funsies. Oh dear.
不良品を一つ残らず修理工場に送らないと。宇宙ステーションのためにも
When one is born, it automatically becomes sovereign of the entity of the planet it's in. Sometimes they assimilate the entire planet. Ooh. Interesting. Why do I keep thinking this thing is a breakable object? Oh gosh. Wait, I can kill the Hertas? Oh. Should I really... Should I really do that? Wait, I didn't expect her to just run at me like that. Sorry. Okay. Okay, fine. I guess they're all gonna have to be eliminated. I don't know why that scared me. It's just a tiny little Herta running up to me. I don't know why that scared me. I feel silly. Oh well. I'm gonna have to. Goodbye. Oh. Oh, I suppose I can't outright eliminate them like that, I see. They're too powerful for the Acheron. This is a fierce foe indeed. Bip, bip. Okay, that was way too overkill. I should have... Okay, let's see. Boop. I'm definitely looking forward to when I can build a proper, like, remembrance team. Because I'm gonna be super curious about what that playstyle feels like. Never strike someone in the face. Double.
少し手がかりが見えてきた。面白い。答え合わせは後でするとして、まずは故障した人形を片付けよう。奥の方にまだ人形の信号があるみたいだから、見に行ってみよう。
Ah, we descend. I remember how long this elevator is. It's deep. I will say I've always really quite liked the design of the space station, particularly this whole down here area. The pride. That makes this one special.
それまでの人形は全部そっくりで変わり映えしなくてつまらなかったの。だから0988からランダムにちょっとしたサプライズを仕込むようにしたんだよね。まだ何も聞いてないんですけど。怖がることないのに。鏡、これだけは覚えておいて。天才の宿命は目の前に現れる難題を解き続けていくことなの。横で見学してるのはダメですか
？I wonder how much time she has spent making these things. Oh dear, I need shields. Oh dear. Aventurine, please protect. Okay, that's some damage. Yeah, the weakness. I'm still like so curious about what the gameplay of like the other featured characters will end up being like. I am dying to know what Finon's gameplay is gonna be like, because I mean I gotta go for him. Okay, this is getting a bit tricky. Aventurine, could you please help? Oh god. We were almost at the ult. Oh, there we go. Elimination. The heckin' orange things are like so bad if you let them live for a while. They do so much damage when they explode. I probably should have shielded myself. But it's okay. We keep on going. There we go, weakness break, we're good now. Damn, that didn't restore her ult? That was so close. Also, I forgot if I responded to the hydrate or not. I did sip water. Well, thank you.
大げさなんだからこの程度の相手私の脳細胞を一つ働かせるのももったいないそれで3つのセクターの問題は解決したんですかだとしたらその前にもう一つ小さな問題を解決する必要がありそうさっきから私たちがつけてきてるやつがいるあなたは本当に鋭いですねマダムヘルタみんなを呼び出して私たちがやろうとしているのはとても重要なことなの
No, last time someone tried to steal something, that was silver. Oh, Parasites of the Remembrance. Oh, the Memo Keeper. Hi. Ooh. What were you trying to get a hold of here? Oh. Oh, she's fucking scared.
こんな時に思いつく命乞いの言葉がそれだけなんてもう一度言ってあげる私は天才クラブ会員番号83ヘルタ虚数11の謎を解き明かした学者
Yeah, that's a good point though. Like, what info could just an ordinary memo keeper possibly provide? Whoa. Oh my gosh, this art is so pretty. Yo. Memo Keeper is not having a good time, but oh my goodness. God, why is she so beautiful? I am so weak for her design. Just the purple. I really also love like this sort of soft brown color for the hair. Like that's it just so heckin' pretty.
ここに潜入したのはヌースの記
To
憶を
steal Noose's enemy
そうで
memories.
しょ
Oh, I see. Wait, that seems like a kind of a bad idea, though.
貴重な越見システムをめちゃくちゃにしたのも私をここにおびき寄せ道案内をさせるためだった。
I feel like you'd get overwhelmed so easily.
残念だったね。あと一歩で任務を果たして帰れるはずだったのに。っていうのは冗談。最初から
Also, I love just like the
あなたにチャンス
the
なんてなかった
creepy sort of like hands that Herta has control of here. Very cool.
私のそばにいるのが第4の鏡だけだと思わないで。この子の家族はとっくにあなたの動向を把握してたんだから。さあ、この大胆不敵な泥棒をどう罰してあげようかな。あ、いいこと思いついた。ガーデンの人って鏡が好きなん
Are you
で
gonna
し
just
ょ。
trap her in
だ
there?
ったら私が一肌脱いで
For how
も
long?
っと鏡と一緒にいられるようにしてあげる。罰を与える時間はあんまり長くするのもあれだか
A
ら
hundredth of a
人生の
lifetime?
1%
Like
の方
10 years?
そのくらいの時間があれば反省するのに十分だよね。怖がらなくて大丈夫。
Oh
たとえ鏡
no.
の中に閉じ込められてもこの世界には貢献できるから。そのわずかな
Oh, she is not having
機械
mercy.
頭の気を引く役に立つかもしれないし。あ、言い忘れてたけど
Eh?
今言った 1% っていうのは私の寿命の 1%
Oh
って
no.
意味だからね。
Oh no. Wait, no.
はあ、すっきりした。
Hasn't she literally been
ようや
around
く
several
根本から
Amber
問題を解
eras?
決できた。
Oh no. Oh, that member keeper is gonna die in there. Oh god. How long is an Amber era? At least at least like several centuries to maybe 1,000 years is I think maybe like 800 years average. Cause like an Amber era is measured by whenever Klipoff slams their hammer. Klipoff is one of the other Aeons being of preservation. So like whenever it slams down its hammer, that's when the new Amber era is declared, and it's only in around that kind of length. So considering Herta seems to have been around for several Amber eras, I assume maybe like at least I think it was implied at least 8, but I'm not sure how many. It's gonna be a long time. They're gonna be stuck in there a while. Oh no, we eat it.
ちょっと変な音立てないで。私がおかしくなったと思われるじゃない。とにかくあの泥棒にはしばらく眠ってもらって。ああ、可愛らしくも尊敬すべきマダム・ヘルダ。
Hopefully they will be granted some mercy.
越見システムが再起動した。ようやくこの時が。機械頭、あなたの前に立つためだけにどれだけの労力を費やしたと思う？運命の狭間。これは模擬宇宙によって構築されたバーチャルシーンじゃなくて、なんて今は干渉に光ってるバーチャル
Hopefully.
だった。機械頭、答えてくれるかな？
They have at least glanced at you before. And you're an emanator.
狭間の中でいくつかの声を捉えました。本当？聞かせて。
Uh, what?
この声は二進法演算
What does that translate to? 00010011.
二進法
Wait, there shouldn't be a 2.
なんて出てくるはずがない。からかってるの？
That's not right.
マダムヘルタ、またあの声が聞こえました。どうしましょう。どうしましょう。落ち着いて、第二の鏡。なんて言ってたのか聞かせてちょうだい。
Okay, we've completely abandoned binary here. Eh?
扉？鍵？
That's someone else?
違う。これは運命の声なんかじゃない。
Host?
マダムヘルタ、外の連中が面白いことを話してるみたいですよ。聞いてみたいですか？第三の鏡。そのゾッとするような笑い方やめてく
Oh,
れ
that's kind of fun though.
待って、今外の連中って言った？まさか。気になるなら自分で聞いてみたらどうです？おかしい。まさか誰かが実験室に侵入したの？
Wait, Welt? Alright, is the Astral Express here? Oh wait, that is Welt's voice. It got clearer now.
待って待って待って。ダメダメ、絶対にダメ。
Oh no. Oh no, they're going to interrupt her like at a very crucial moment, huh?
私は前に進まないといけないの。あと少しで機械頭に会えるのに。
Oh dear.
何か問題でもありましたか、マダムヘルタ？なんでもない。ちょっと考え事してただけ。
I can imagine that if she just passed out on the floor, why they'd be concerned. Oh, Welt of Sunday. Are they gonna have like Sunday examine her? Oh, yep.
これは調和？はあ？こんな小細工に私が影響されるとでも思ってるの？ふざけないで。身の程知らずな人たちですね。彼らのことは放っておいて、早くヌースに会いに行きましょう。やっぱりここ。
Oh, really?
鏡出る？それはつまりこのタイミングで越見の実験を中断。
I'm surprised she wouldn't just go for it.
そんなのどうかしてます、マダムヘルタ。ここまで来るのにどれだけ苦労したか分かってますか？あと一歩でアイオンに接触できるっていうのに。
Herta, the power waste.
再起動するコストがどれだけ高いかも。でもここであの二人の侵入者を無視して進んだりしたら。
Oh.
が宇宙ステーションに目を向けた瞬間。
Okay, you know what? Yeah, no, maybe maybe stop. Maybe stop. I don't want those two to be dead.
次があるけど、人の命は一度なくなったらもう戻ってこないよ。なんて慈悲深くて優しいマダムヘルタ。私は本当にいい主人に
That's kind of creepy though. That just a single glance from the Aeon could just like raise stuff like that. Cause like other times when Aeons have like glanced at like the Trailblazer, for example, it hasn't like killed people in that moment. I wonder if Noose is like special in that way. Maybe it just depends on the property of the Aeon. I believe in you, girlie. You'll do it sometime.
Herta, 目が覚めたのか?
Oh, she's still angry though.
計画? すまないヘルタ。君が何か計画しているとは知らなかったんだ。俺たちが宇宙ステーションに来た時、ここは真っ暗で何か緊急事態が起きたと思ってしまってな。
Yeah, that makes sense.
事故の原因を探しながら降りてきたんだが、そこでまさか君の本体に出会うとは。
で、一体どうやって入ってきたの？
鍵のかかっていない扉がありましたので。
It wasn't.
そう。まあ、私は理屈をわきまえた人間だから、今回のことを責めるつもりは最初からないんだけどね。請求列車のベルト。
Yeah, you probably should have like warned people to stay away in this situation.
ヘルダは銀河のニュースにはあまり敏感ではない。
I like how instead of like introducing himself, Sunday just looks over to Welt expectantly. Like he could have just been like, "Oh yes, I'm Sunday," but no, he just looks at Welt on real.
申し訳ありません。焦って基本的な礼儀を忘れてしまいました。私はサンデー、ただの乗客です。
ただの乗客が調和の運命の後人？そんなの誰も信じないと思うけど。それであなたたちがわざわざ来たのは観光のためじゃないよね。
Passengers just all have their own unique specialties.
この状況は俺たちの想定とは大きく異なるが、とにかく宇宙ステーションが無事でよかった。ヘルタ、俺たちはオンパロスの件で来たんだ。
Oh, right. They must have like no idea what on earth happened to Stellan Dunhang, huh?
へえ、そうなんだ。
They're probably pretty worried after they lost contact.
全然驚かないんだな。
姫子にも言ったけど、この件は妙なの。機械頭はこれまで多くの世界に目を向けてきた。そして、それは全て私の頭の中に入っている。
I bet not knowing drives you crazy.
考えられるのは、あなたたちがガーデンに騙された可能性だね。とにかくオンパロスの5文字を模擬宇宙で検索して、それでも天文学的な数のリストが残っちゃった。オンパロス信用体が来シーズンのエンブレムに。
That does not seem related.
構わない。見せてくれ。
っていうか、気になってたんだけど、請求列車ってとっくに出発してるはずだよね。
それは俺たちが追い詰められた状況にいるからとしか言いようがないな。あの世界を実際に目にした後、確信した。オンパロスが本当に愛を、運命、さらには知恵と深く関わっているのだとしたら、今回の開拓には天才の力が絶対に必要になると。
で、あなたの言う
Wondering what the heck happened to
どういうことか説明してくれる？
Yep.
大事な2人の仲間がオンパロスに入ってから音信不通になってしまったんだ。
As expected.
さらに
Major issue.
もう一人の仲間にも 俺たちには説明できないよう
Oh,
な
so she's still not
恐ろしい
feeling
症
well.
状が現れている。
We're returning to Trailblazer's POV. Damn, I thought we were going to be able to see what was up with March. Oh, damn. Oh, heck. Uh-oh. I'm still so curious about March. Average M4 loading time. You like the typewriter loading icon? It's quite cool. There's quite meaning behind it too. At the private bath chamber. Oh my gosh, hi Mem. Good to see you. The typewriter thing is very cool because it kind of reflects the detail of so essentially there's this group called the Stellaron Hunters, and they follow the Aeon path of finality, which is, we don't know fully the full implications of it, but it's very interesting because one of them essentially is called Elion. He's been like predicting the future per se. So whenever he has like some kind of prediction, he writes it as a script. So it's kind of implying that everything that we're seeing in the story, he's kind of like foreseeing through that method. And I think it's pretty cool. I guess the finality could kind of be seen as like the ultimate end of things, the progression of how things will go before things could possibly reset. A script? Yeah. It's like no, these things will probably happen. So here is what you should do according to this script, is what he kind of says to his team. It's like, under these events, this is going to be your role. Make sure to do this role.
こいつ、さっきから興奮しているようだが、何か良くないものでも食べさせたのか?
It's cool because there's so many different factions with all of their own motivations, and I find them all very interesting. They don't seem to need food. They're like they snuck food themselves. Do you remember eating anything at all?
大丈夫だ。わざわざ通訳する必要はない。直感でわかる。
Damn.
何も身のある話はしていないと。そろそろ時間だな。
So he can't understand
もう創
her.
世の家臣で準備をしているんじゃないか。お前の支度が整ったら、火種の返還を。
Oh heck, right. Finan was gonna claim the core flame. Okay. I still can't help but feel that it doesn't feel quite right for him to get the Strife core flame. I'm still refusing to think that's gonna be how things go. What is this? A crystal floats silently in midair. Goodness knows when it first appeared. And my character died. Yes, very cool. Hold on, let me let me open that. Please live. There I am. I live. Evie. Come out, give it a tap with your bat, stay calm and observe. I will tap it with my bat. The ultimate tool. In the next second, a strange feeling spreads across your chest, like a rising tide smacking you in the face. You remember everything you experienced in Forius and those non-existent memories that you witnessed there. When that tide of memory subsides, you discover a few shattered crystal shards lying motionlessly in your hand. Clear and bright. Is this a gift of destiny? Eh? Memories from when you would live them down hang in the bath chamber and never thought you'd see them again. Oh. Okay, interesting. Oh, the sound is like all distorted too. Huh. Well, like the fact that oh, and I died again. That is the bath chamber just like too powerful for the PNG program. But I find it interesting that that even like moments of us having been here are able to be replayed here in Emphorius. It kind of and like it kind of reminds me of like the supposed powers of like the time titan. Because I definitely feel like it's not time travel, but it's like remembrance itself is involved and it's able to just replay stuff that already happened. But it's not actually sending us to the past per se. Like possibly some stuff can be preserved through that method and interacted with, but
我らここに神聖を求め世界の亀裂は埋めんとす肉体に黄金の血を注ぎ信託のため
fill our bodies with the blood of gold. Hello.
あなたが招待した立ち会い人が到着しました。
I'm still not sure about this.
返還の儀式を始めましょう。 モーディス様が来ていないようですが。
Huh.
大丈夫。彼なら事前に挨拶してくれたよ。僕が言ったんだ。優先すべきは傷の回復。戦友の一生に一度の昇華の儀式なんて気にしなくていいってね。
I guess that's fair.
さあ、準備はできた。
我が死よ、どうか彼に道を示してください。
Oh dear.
果てしない暗闇の中で幾万の世を重ねようと。
I'm mainly worried about what the curse would be for this blessing.
それはこう告げました。火種を返せ。真剣を担え。奇跡を作れ。
Forge miracles.
信託よ。捧げ物が遅れたことをお許しください。長く続く闇夜の中、我ら黄金衛は全力を尽くして火を追う旅を再開しました。
Interesting that they direct the prophecy directly. Like they're speaking to the prophecy with this. It's like you don't usually think of prophecies as something that's like aware or like watching you. You just think of them as like a prediction. Like normally you would direct it to whoever came up with the prophecy, but they're talking to the prophecy itself.
奇跡が待ち焦がれた7つ目の火種は偉大なる天罰の矛ニカドリーのものでした。ここにそれを返還するは
Noble
我
soul.
ら黄金衛が推挙する英雄勇敢な戦士であり高潔な魂を持った一人の正直な民です。エリュシオンのファイノンこちらへ。
Hello, bots. You are getting bonked. Boop. You have been banished forever. You will never be forgiven.
荘厳なる12のタイタン、世界を支える柱よ。我らここに神聖を求め、世界の亀裂を埋めんとす。肉体に黄金の血を注ぎ、神託のため喜んで枯れゆかん。黄金へ。
So we see the Toei Wither part really concerns me there. Click and hold to submit the core flame. Also, I can't help but keep thinking that they really made the water look so delicious. I want to drink it. Oh, it's shiny. Oh, it's gold. Ooh. And there it goes.
天罰の矛の星が輝き出した。
How you feeling?
どうしてか神話ってあまり濃くっているんだ。君たちの時も似たような感じだった。
焦りすぎです、ファイノ。あなたを選んだことを後悔
Did it not grant him the core flame powers?
ゴーナウスさん。
Oh, hi.
おそらくキャストリスの知っている人ではありません。あれは神託の化身であり、タイタンの神聖の反響、神剣を注ぐ黄金栄を見定めるために来たのです。神の権能を受け継がんとする人間よ。汝の力と品格はすでに認められている。しかるに、汝の
Yet your will wavers.
なおも揺れ動いている。ニカドリーの戦いを引き継ぎ、名状しがたい暗黒の潮に抗うのであれば、汝は
A trial of divinity.
そこで不屈の意志を示せ。
Oh dear.
そして心の奥底に根を張る恐怖を打ち砕くのだ。
僕の心の中にある恐怖を打ち砕く。望むところだ。どうやって僕を阻もうとしているのかは知らないけど、準備はできてる。
Oh, he's determined.
僕はオンパロスが求める神になるんだ。
Oh, God, the feelings I have about that line. Oh dear. It fits him very well.
汝は恐怖の中で人の体を捨て、苦痛の中から神として生まれ変わるだろう。
みんな、帰りを待っていてくれ。
I don't know. And he is transported.
戦いに行ったのです。彼一人で勝たなければならない戦いに。私たちにできるのは待つこと。
I am so endlessly curious about where his character is going.
本当に神秘的な儀式だな。信じて待つこと以外俺たちにできることは何もないのか。運命の裁定を座して待つのは落ち着かないな。この場にいる他の者はどう思っているのだろうか。
Also, what did I do here? Ah. Well.
ファイノン様、本当に準備ができていたならいいので。
You seem worried. I'm worried.
ゆっくり話をしましたが、その言葉にはためらいが残っているようでした。だからこそ信託の決心はファイノン様の心の動揺を見抜いたのでしょう。彼がどこにいて何と戦っているにしても、この試練を無事に乗り越えられますように。
I wonder what it is exactly that has him unsure about it. Because he's kind of talked like he wanted this for quite a long time. Are you sleeping?
眠ってしまったのか。この
Damn.
儀式を執り行うのにはかなりの体力を使うようだな。
Cheaty bird. Snowy is a cute name. And also an interesting nickname. Because, you know, you could say, oh, it's called Snowy because he has, like, white hair. But I just find it a fun, interesting nickname due to the fact that Kevin is known for his low body temperature and ice powers. I do wonder if Finon himself will ever get that kind of ability.
彼自身の手で舵を取らねばなりません。もし彼が自らの恐怖に打ち勝ち、半身の姿で帰ってこられれば、
Is that the treasure chest in the distance? I just caught my eye. You have a lot of faith of him? What if he fails?
そうなったとしたら、まだその時ではなかったということ。
Maybe he will fail.
重い試練を乗り越えてもらわなければなりません。もう気づいているかもしれませんが、ここにいる黄金兵たちは全員何かしらの欠陥を抱えています。
The erosion of humanity being yours.
呪いであったり、人間性の喪失であったり、ですがファイノンは違います。彼は欠陥のない黄金兵
Without flaw.
完璧な神聖の器なのです。いつの日か彼はすべてのもの、すべての生き残った者たちを率いて、
So they get like they get a curse before they even take a core flame? Interesting. I thought that was as a result of taking a core flame, but perhaps not. Maybe just through having golden blood. Oh, so you came. Finon said you weren't coming. Do you have regrets?
火種の返還は完了しましたが、ファイノン様への試練は、信託は化身を送り込んできました。ファイノン様の力と品格は認めたものの、彼は自分の恐怖に打ち勝ち、
心配していた通りになったな。改めて礼を言う、異邦人。お前たちの助力がなければ、
No problem.
ニカドリーとの戦いは何百倍も苦しいものになっていただろう。
Talk is cheap. Isn't it nice to be polite? Why are both of these kind of snarky?
クレムノス人は力を尊び武を重んじるが、だからといって礼儀を知らないわけではない。
I would assume so, with the way that they seem to value honor.
モーディス、先ほどの心配というのは。
こいつらは知らないのか。
Oh, hi, Ambi. Oh, multiple meow? Okay. Meow. Meow. You have gotten meows. Yes, hi, welcome to the stream. I am happy that you have stopped by. I hope you are well and healthy. Ugh, and thank you for the hydrates. I love water.
あいつは
Delicious
ずっ
water.
と自分の過去に苦しんでいるんだ。俺から伝えるのは良くないかもしれないが、今後もファイノンと共に戦うなら、お前たち
Oh,
は
we're gonna be told his past. Ooh, okay.
モーディス様、私が話しましょう。
なあ、それもそうだな。
神託に選ばれる前、ファイノン様は
His home, his family, and his close friends. Oh, so he's still been through stuff, huh?
彼が守ると誓ったものすべてを。
He's so this version of him is so sunshine. And like precious, but like, okay, he's still been through it. He's still been through it. He just hasn't like been quite worn down yet, I suppose.
まだ幼かった彼は抜け殻のようになり、
Oh.
ただ胸に燃える復讐の炎に突き動かされ、大
Interesting.
地をさまよっていました。神託は彼に新しい使命を与え、
Oh, so he still wants revenge.
ですが、その新しい使命と復讐の悲願を比べたとき、その答えを知っているのはおそらくファイノンさんだけでしょう。
That doesn't bode well.
いえ、もしかしたら彼自身もまだ。
That's very interesting though. So he has also gone through a lot of loss, and it sounds like he was going through that point where he would have become very like disillusioned and bitter, but because he had the prophecy to cling to, it gave him a reason to believe. I guess when you think about it, in Kevin's mission to like try to vanquish the Honkai, you know, the Flame Chasers in that world, they didn't have a prophecy to cling to. They didn't know if things were going to be okay. They just had to keep fighting. There was no choice. There was no kind of guaranteed goal. So that itself probably was not very fun. Not to mention the fact that, you know, they ended up failing completely. So this Feinhan hasn't experienced, per se, complete failure of the prophecy yet. And that kind of makes me a little bit afraid, though, because the prophecy is pretty suspicious. I don't really trust it.
迷っているのかもしれません。
あいつの力は認めているが、
Like,
どんなに研ぎ澄まされた剣だ
it just, something seems off about it. And I'm getting the feeling that if Fainan figures out that something is wrong with the prophecy, that might be really, really ugly. I'm not sure how okay he's going to be with that, if that's the one thing that's kind of keeping him together.
どうか決意を固めてくれ、救世主。心の奥底にある悪夢を打ち砕けるのは強固な意志だけなのだから。
Oh, Ellie, my love. My sweet Ellie. Oh, my sweet Ellie, how good it is to see you. Hello. Oh, the feelings I have for this girl.
どうかした？
Oh, young Fainon. Oh my gosh, I missed this voice.
もったいぶってないで早く教えてってば。何のカードが出たの？その反応が見たかったの。いいわ。教えてあげる。
Yep, I missed this voice.
このカードよ。その名も救世主。
This card is the deliverer.
救世主ってどういう意味？
Oh, she's still playful about things.
簡単に言うとね、このカードが意味してるのは、あなたは将来みんなに尊敬される英雄になるってこと。手にした剣で世界を守って恐ろしい敵からたくさんの人を救うの。どう？すごいでしょ？どうしたの？これとってもいいカードなのよ。でも僕は英雄になんかなりたくない。
Oh.
ただ村に残って
Oh
みんなと
no.
一緒にいたいんだ。
Oh, he doesn't want to. Oh no. Oh, that double doesn't bode well.
外の世界には悪い人がたくさんいてずっと戦争してるんだって。僕そんな人たちを助けたくない。村に残る小さな英雄になれればそれでいいんだ。
That's a very childish way of viewing things, which, I mean, makes sense. He is a child here. But who wants to save bad people like them? Yeah, very generalizing. Poor kid.
でも小さな英雄さん、もしいつかエリュシオンとさよならしないといけなくなったら、その時は救世主になってくれる？それって村を離れるってこと？ええ。だってもしそんなことになったら、それは誰かが世界を救わなくちゃい
And
け
he
ない
did
状
end up
況でってこと
leaving.
だもの。その時はなんてね。安心して、エリュシオンは平和だから悪い人にも絶対に見つからないわ。それよりもうお家に帰る？急いでないなら。
I wonder how old Ellie is at this point. She does sound a bit older than him.
今日こそ負けて取られた木の剣を取り戻してやれ。やる気満々ね。じゃあ行きましょう。この世界に救世主なんてずっと必要ないといいわね。
Oh. That's not... Now, I don't think she's dead. I don't... There's no way she's actually dead. There's no way she's actually dead. This isn't Cope. I swear this isn't Cope. There's no way they would just, like, have Ellie be dead. That's not what they would do. Like, it's the Ellie, you know? But this is... That's not good. May this world never have need for a deliverer. Some system hours ago aboard the Astro Express.
バム、列車組専用ミールは準備できた？もちろん準備できておるぞ。
She's not dead. I refuse to believe that. They will do way more with her. And like we saw her in one of the trailers, so like she has to be okay. I'm still kind of going by the theory that she has to be like Mem. That or maybe she somehow became Mem and like we have to like restore her. Maybe it has to do with this whole weirdness of like the remembrance around the planet. Like I don't know how much of this is actually like a simulation or something. If we can like restore lost data of her. Of course, like I know part of the theories for it being digital would be like the weird hecking goopy black digital cube corruptions that have been around, which have been reminding me of like the Herta of corruption and all. And I also have seen comparisons that possibly like with Tevat or HI third part 2 stuff, but I'm not really very super equipped in that area. But something is just so there are so many things I feel very off about Unforest that makes me kind of refuse to trust things by face value. I don't know.
姫子、みつきちゃんに届けてもらえるか？ええ、 ついでに
Oh, poor March.
病人に
No.
コーヒーを飲ませてはならんぞ
Yo, Himiko is about to just like do the final blow. Oh god.
それもそうね
She was about to delete that last HP.
みつきちゃん入るわよ
Oh wait, she's an ice. Oh, that's not good. Why is she being encased again? That's it? You leave off there?
暇だし何かゲームでもしよう
Really? Oh, we got another one. To all things trifle. Conquer armies, city-states, plant life, the sky and the seas. Conquer all with strife, including strife themselves. Nameless recollection, in that dawn-kissed city-states, a hero from the Outlands joined the ranks of the Flame Chase. Inspirations born from the journey are to be penned in the pages of a book. Oh, okay, we can access this at any time. But they just leave off with March like that, okay. I'm still very concerned for her. Oh, we get 4? I mean, I'm definitely gonna go with Finon. Cliffhanger? Is there more story for now? What I just played was the most recent update, so unfortunately I am kind of just left with a cliffhanger, but I would say that was a pretty cool introduction. Oh wait, is there... Let me see, the nameless hero. Ooh, I like how they kind of call him like nameless too. Wonders about more possible Trailblazer Finon parallels. When the world's end descends, a hero raised a sword glinting in the setting sun and challenged the night that approached dusk. His heart pulsed with the brilliance of stars, and his eyes blazed like a fallen sun, casting silver needles upon the scarred earth. He shrouded his name in obscurity, burying the past in the homeland frozen in memory, and vowing to defend the new dawn, even if that dawn would consume all in its fire. Wow, that's not foreboding at all. What about your little story?
至るところに無名の彫像がある。その原型は創世の初めに天父が手にした泥像だったという。天父は自らのために化身を作り出すと、命の息吹を与え黄金の血を授けた。以来最初の人間は大地を歩き、神々の憐れみを受け。
I'm definitely a fan of the fairy tale presentation of these lore tidbits.
聖都の住民は彫像の前である男を目にした。エルシオンのファイノンだ。彼は自らの素性を語らない。ただその名だけを
Only using this
爽やかに名
name.
乗った。
それは本名じゃないよな
人々は横目で見なが
That's
ら
not really his name, is it?
男は柔らかい笑みで答えるだけで
See,
肯定も否定もしな
that itself.
ファイノンは兵士だ。その血には神聖が流れている。
I'm thinking he might not be called Kevin,
かけに応じて
because I don't really think that name suits the vibe of this world.
英雄の
But I'm willing to bet he might still be a Kaslana.
火を追い求める旅は喪失の繰り返しです。その過程では命など塵のように
He's gotta be like a KK, you know?
ささやきかけるような風の歌が聞こえる。彼はすがすがしくこう答えた。
構わないさ。もともと僕の命にさほど価値はない。
エルシオン、男の故郷。
You were right, 1 hour something left. Yeah, hi Zai, how is it going? I refuse to believe Elysia is dead. She is not dead. She is alive. They are fooling us. They take us for fools.
男は優美な詩で戦況を書き出した。だが生徒の古書に描かれる辺境の小さな村の王子は明日のこと以上に難解だ。遠い未来、オンパロスの大地には英雄たちの足跡が刻まれる。剣を手にした男は黄金の女子誌に決して消えぬ印を刻みつけるのだ。だが彼の本当の名を
His real name may never be heard in this world again.
もういないだろう。
火を追い求める旅は喪失の繰り返し。
旅立ちの時すでに
Some two losing themselves at the very beginning of their journey. See, that line feels very, very Kevin. The most insane take you saw was someone calling Finon and Cyrene siblings because of that cutscene, and unless you've missed something, they aren't. Where on earth did they say that they were siblings? I didn't see that in the cutscene. I mean, it shows them, like, interacting, like, when he's young, but I don't see that anywhere. Nor did it come up in this, so... That could be just... It's where most bad takes come from Twitter. Well, yeah, that is true. I will say sometimes people are a little bit quick to kind of, like, jump into calling things siblings. Like, you do kind of get it with, like, Bronya and Sele, too. Where it's, like, because they refer to, like, in HI 3rd specifically, is what I mean. Because, Sele uses, like, affectionate terms towards Bronya, like, calling her sister, it's like... She's not literally saying that she's her sister. It's actually pretty common for in Asian languages. And also, as a Hispanic person, in Hispanic languages too, it's pretty common to use like familial terms as affection. To like say that you're close to someone. So like they're not siblings. Like I feel like sometimes people might miss the nuances of some specific interactions. Characters interacting when they're young siblings. Yeah, I don't know, that... I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm not saying they couldn't be, but they... I mean, they weren't in HI 3rd. I'm not saying they can't be here, but unless I were to actually see explicit confirmation, I would not believe that. Weaver of Gold Aglaya. The holy city that sees no night seems as eternal as the demigod of the chrysalis of gold. Sight is now a burden to her eyes, as the golden threads around her fingertips pass her countless songs of murmurs and blood, the speech of humanity buried in the dust. Dreams are fabrics of thousands of possibilities, and so is the future woven from the threads of destiny. The weaver lays down her head and dreams, and in that dream, she spies the gold even more bright. Oh, there's oh, okay. I see. There will be multiple of them. I see. Yeah, this is definitely a very cool way to present the text lore segments for these characters.
処方の民は生徒を拠り所とする。それは町の詩人が歌うように。この上なく壮麗で慈悲深い。アグライア。生徒の美を象徴する。
It's like Aglaya herself.
華やかな衣装を身にまとう名門の令嬢だ。彼女は奥平魔のラプティス。禁止を紡ぎ。
I have to say, I quite like Aglaya. But I'm already saving for so many characters.
それは無法の衣を作ることよ。
禁止が揺れ、噂が耳に届いた。無言を貫く彼女を周囲の人々が煽り立てる。それのどこが難しいというのか。彼女が仕立てた服は体の曲線美を引き出し、まるで神が作ったかのような完璧な肉体を
Selling
彷彿とさ
something
せるというのに。
seamless.
アグライア様、あなたの傑作をぜひお見せください。
断る。
私はお世辞と空虚な場が好きではありません。
彼女の眼差しは中老を貫き、人々を分け隔てなく見つめてい
Also, I
た。
still have to shout out how nice it is that the Trailblazer voices this fully.
あの瞳はどうやって美醜を見分けるのだろう。昼間が永遠に続く生徒もそうだ。黎明の暖かさと夜の冷たさをどのように区別するのだろう。禁止がおるものの代わりに答えを出した。ロマンの神の禁止は今や彼女の手足となっていた。この世にあるすべての色彩は人々の心の底でよどんでいる色と混ざり合い、彼女に向かって次々と迫ってくる。
God, her sight, the way she sees, quote unquote, is so cool.
形ある絹糸ならどれでも無法の花衣を織ることができます。
ぐし縫いにするか、あるいは人たちにするか。
難しいことではありません。全く難しいことでは。
彼女は針目のように言葉を刻む。まるでため息かのように。
Like, Stealth's voice is so soothing to the ear for me.
遥か彼方を天地の間で工作する網を見ていた。彼女はたった一つの
Fixed on
難題に
something
挑
much
戦している。
farther.
それは奥平魔の運命を無法の転移に仕立てること。
So true. I love too the way it kind of fills up in the end.
広場には長
Oh, there's more.
行商人。
Like right away, I wasn't sure if it would unlock right away.
誰もが等しく中央に並んでいる。行列の先にはアグライアの住まいが。
You're probably not gonna swap back to English now since Trailblazer's mutant that. That's very understandable.
彼女は対策を発表するつもりなのだろうか。ふむ。きっと失敗作でも捨てようとしてるんだよ。
I'm definitely feeling fortunate that I was always invested in JP in the first place, so I don't really have to worry much about that, but it's definitely very unfortunate.
驚きを隠せない様子だ。話によると、モネータを崇拝している司祭の一族は織るものと非常に深いつながりがあるという。彼女の優れた織物は享楽のためにあるのではない。もともとは崇高な職業だったのだろう。ただ美をめでる世間の人々は価値のない羽を大切な宝だと勘違いしている。
不完全なデザインにも求められる価値はあるのでしょうか。
I'd say
織る者は
yes.
かぶりを振った。彼女は忘れてしまったようだ。人
A
々の
flawed
戦闘の色は
hero.
まさに不完全な英雄なのだと。
Is this referring to
長い影
Phylon?
を落としながら永遠の昼間に向かっていることを。彼らのために仕立て人になろうとする織り手もいた。
Is that referring to
彼女は条件を出し
Phylon?
た。
十分に鋭利な美と美を追求する心を持ち合わせていること。
Cast a long shadow over the world.
口達者な詩人は言った。
あの子の気を引きたい。
顔をあからめた少年は言った。僕もいい。僕たち深淵から避難してきたんだ。それで 妹に靴をあげたくて。椅子に座っている子供が言った。裸足の妹は黙って
You like understanding what they say in combat? That much I do wish there was a...
残念なことに
I wish there was an option for like very small combat subtitles, I suppose.
幼子は不安げな表情を浮かべる。
But you can always check in the... You can always check in their profile what the translation is at least.
行きなさい。
おる者は言った。
町には3人の子供がいます。
ヤーヌスの使者でもあるその子供たちがきっと靴を持ってきてくれるだろう。
Interesting. Oh, does it continue to get like filled in as you get more chapters? Because if so, that's very cool. A flawed hero definitely sounds like Finon. Yeah, I'm the orbs at the top, you believe? Yeah, I'm definitely getting the impression that Finon is gonna head down the concerning path, probably. I don't know. Especially seeing that he has he got some traumas. The triplets of fate, Trivios. The children that have walked for far too long, and their footsteps once filled with doubt. The tears shed at partings also caused them to lower their sight. Favorite child of fate tried to forsake fate. Does the fragrant land truly exist at the end of the west wind? The three children link hands and disappear in the thousand doors, leaving only echoes that grow ever faint. There is no need for fate to respond.
奥平間の一角。やってきたばかりの旅人はしばし足を止めた。彼は目をこすった。
1、2、3。同じ子供が3人。
子供たちの笑顔は三者三様。一人は無邪気に、一人は理髪に。
I wonder if they were born as triplets and then later got the power to like merge,
いずれも神秘的に見えた。
or if it's actually one just splitting into multiple. I'm guessing it's more like one is being split into multiple
今
parts.
ではもうその名を口にする者はほとんどいない。その名に秘められた意味を知っているのはもはやヤヌサポリスの老いた司祭だけだった。
大司祭様、もう一度我らが翼を広げ遠くへと羽ばたけるようお導きください。
故郷の楽音が響く中、笑みを浮かべた子供たちが老人を取り囲んだ。すべての悲しい物語が朝と夜の風に乗って消えていくように祈る。
We'll need to see. She's still the Vilvi parallel from you. I could definitely see that. If it's her splitting into multiple parts, I could see that being the parallel.
私たちが手伝ってあげましょうか。松明の揺れる火のように子供たちが通りを照らした。彼女たちが女性の涙を拭うと赤子は静かに眠りについた。祈祷者の窓辺には
Aglaya is definitely straight up the Aponia parallel for me by now, though. I'm very certain of that.
人々は言った。あなた方は奥平間の柱です。だが彼女たちはかぶりを振った。
大げさね。それよりも私たちと一緒に遊びましょうよ。ねえ、私たちが誰なのか当ててみて。
3人の子供は町の人々のもとへと飛んでいった。
The sillies.
あなたはトリアンさんでしょう。
ある老人が答えた。
いいえ、 私たちはトリノンです。
トリノンは一番物静かな子だ。あなたはトリノンさん？ある少女が尋ねた。
ブブー、僕たちは
Oh, that's fun.
トリアンは一番騒がしい子だ。
They refer to themselves like
じゃああなたがトリビーさんだ。ある子供が叫んだ。
they go by a different name at different
親
times.
切で利口な子だ。彼女たちを見分けられるかは重要ではない。人々が心
Maybe sometimes one personality is more dominant than the other.
一番の宝物なのだから。
わからないことがあれば私たちが案内するわ。
子供たちは先頭を飛び、道に迷った人を
I do feel like it'd be really fun to do a short for sure,
案
though.
内するって文字通りの意味だったの？
あなたはラッキーな人だから道の入り口を間違えただけで済んだ。
子供たちが私の前に飛んできた。珍しく真剣な顔をしている。
Me? What's up?
不幸な人の方がもっと多い。彼らは運命の方向に迷ってるのだから。
We are listening to fairy tale.
かつて命が終わる寸前の兵士が戦場にいた。彼は彼方の町にいる最愛の人に別れを告げたいと願った。
I'll laugh to what happened to you right now? What happened? Are you okay?
兵士のそばに伏してただ静かに最後の愛の言葉に耳を傾けた。町にいる他2人の子供は病床で長い眠りについた女性のそばで声を上げて泣き叫んでいる。3人の子供は耳や目を共有し心で通じ合っていた。
Huh.
一人が悲しみ涙を流せば
So they always know what the other is experiencing.
涙を流した。
That makes sense.
楽しい話をしましょう。
子供たちは過去を思い出しこぼれた涙を拭った。
私たちオンパラスの童謡が一番得意なんだよ。
だがその童謡はすでに世に知れ渡っており
I'm pretty sure other things would count as their greatest
誰で
talents.
もスラスラ暗唱できるものだった。
You were playing Minecraft when outside you heard your doggy cry so loud.
童謡を作った人の苦労を
Sorry, I'm like trying to read between.
神は翼土を見守り巨人は杯を交わす。
Wait,
誰もが目にする
so she got stuck on top of the dryer machine and just didn't know how to get back down.
生になる子供たちよ。
なんと
Oh no.
老人は
Oh, the poor baby.
子供を止めようとした。
トリノンではありません。
寡黙な子供が首を横に振る。
あれはトリアンだよ。
無邪気な子供が
Rata, why? Like that's so sad. Why must animal hop onto place they do not know how to get out of?
もので遊んで何が悪いんだ。
子供はみんな遊ぶことが大好きだ。それはトリスビアスも例外ではない。子供はみんな痛みを恐れている。だがトリスビアスは強がりを言いたがる。
前は私たちだってもっといっぱい
Many more of us. Hold on.
ただ
What do you mean?
この子はもう遠くに行ってしまったというだけです。
So she used to have more
自分はもう大人
parts?
だと子供たちは言い張るが
Wait, that's so interesting. Hold on.
みんな素直に声を上げる。山荘の神託。それはもう
Was crying so much when you appeared. Never saw the ears so low and sad looking. Oh.
黄金戦争。
I hope you gave the puppy cuddles after that.
夢で感じる痛みに似てい
Give
る。
a hug.
万路の門から響く余韻で 彼女は時折驚いて目覚める。
The distant travels of her identical sisters sometimes inspire uncertainty
かつて
within
彼
her.
女をためらわせることもあった。旅が終わるとまた新たな旅が始まる。長い歳月の中でも子供たちはいつも
Well,
本心を抱いていた。彼女たちにはもう耳や目を共有し、
they are all that remains of one
心で
another.
通じ合うお互いしか残っていない。
Is this implying the other ones of her died somehow? I'm so curious. Huh. That's really cool that there used to be more of her. Save the rice for last. Why is she called Rice? Why are they calling her Rice? The servant of death Castorus. The glorious age falls and crumbles, and even death must seek a home. She passed through Idonia, and souls wailed in her palms, yet there was no hatred in those sounds. Is glory equally prized to death? To seek this answer, she never stopped her steps. After a journey that lasted a millennium, she still does not know where her corpse should call home. Ooh. He didn't need a cuddle, he just lowered her down and instantly went zooming around. Ah, yes. Damn. Honestly, like, it's kind of funny when, like, an animal just, like, is really upset. And then, like, the second later, they're just, like, completely normal and, like, causing chaos all over the place. Oh, our poor Tequeño kind of, like, he vomited, right? I don't know why, but he threw up. But then, like, 5 seconds later after he did that, while I was, like, while we were, like, cleaning it up, he just started running around again. Like, very chaotically, very normally. Just, bro did not really care afterward. The poor baby, though. Castorvis. Oh, that makes sense, that makes sense. You've seen a lot of casts by reviewing them. Honestly... Okay, you know what's kind of funny with that, though? If you think about it, Rice... You could technically associate Rice with her. Because, if you think about, like, the Japanese funeral, right? Where they will get, like, a bowl of rice, and they will kind of, like, stick the chopsticks in it a certain way. Like, that's an association of death right there. So I feel like that could be a funny little, comparison. If you were to stretch it, you know? But you love her outfit design, all the ribcage iconography, the small parts of her that are singed or still glowing purple fire. Oh, yes. Like, it's so cool. Cause, like, yeah, I didn't realize at first that her hair actually looks like a ribcage in terms of the way it's tied. Like, that's so cool! That's so cool! I really like that. Like, it's crazy how much my mind changed about her design. Because at first I was really not feeling it. Like, only from, like, the one illustration that they showed, and added with, like, the one reveal where it was literally only her face. Like, I wasn't really feeling it, but, like, then the more I saw of her, I'm like, no, wait, hold on, this is pretty banger, actually. Like, I think actually just, like, seeing her more in action, it just was, like, I grew to love it so much more. It's really cool. And now I'm going to want her, and that's dangerous because I already want so many characters. But I feel like I'm like skipping Aglaya in order to try to get her perhaps as the Remembrance DPS. Because I feel like if she has a dragon, yeah, she probably will be Remembrance.
そして鎖は錆びついており、少女の腕に絡みついていた。司祭は震えた声で尋ねる。蝶は誰の指先に止まるのか。
The priest at...
少女が答えたことはなかった。
Huh.
常に沈黙を貫き通す。人々はよくこう言う。 使徒は暗淡たる手と己の手を合わせることであり、
Dreaming is to be brushed by their fingers a little.
軽くかすめられることだと。少女が死にそっと触れてみた幻の中に漆黒の滝があった。
It's definitely interesting the way some people associate sleep with death.
ただ一つの塔だけが荒れ狂う波の中に立っていた。幻から覚めても彼女の五感には骨を。
I mean, heck, you can even say Penacony kind of dipped into that theme a little bit. The difference between sleep and death. The way that people sleeping and dreaming might be a way to prepare for it. Didn't Akron or someone in Penacony say sleeping is just rehearsing for death? Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah. She did kind of like touch on that.
少女はある名だたる戦士に言及した。彼女の最後に笑みはありませんでした。ただ私を呪っていただけ。命の終焉。お前はなんて。
Thousands have entered eternal sleep in her arms, huh? She's killed quite a few people then.
彼女は身なりを変えた。月光のような純白のドレスにカライが添えられるようになった。もし死が避けられないのなら。
Oh, I like that so much. Hold on.
それがもっと美しい。
If death cannot be avoided, I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful. That's such a nice line.
少女が最もよく執り行ったのは葬儀だった。
I love that
見知
actually.
らぬ顔をたくさん送ってきた。創生した赤子の寝顔、母親の絶望した眼差し、戦死したストラテゴスの傷跡、残された親族の涙。少女は全てを覚えている。しかし彼女は知り合った聖者の顔が覚えられず、時々
She can't even quite recognize her own face.
忘れ去られた幾千の言葉の中で彼女が救い上げられたのはただ一言。そう、運命を嘲笑うかのような一言だけ。生きてください。少女が鎖を捨て去りエージリアを離れた時、なぜか既視感があった。もしかしたらこれは初めての逃避行ではないのかもしれない。
So Idonia would be perhaps the underworld? Maybe?
果てが見えない川を漂い、船を漕いで。
And this would refer to the river Styx. At least in terms of the reference that it kind of is.
聖路を見つけて興奮から逃げ出した己の姿。なぜ何度も逃避したのだろう。皮肉にも今はその理由が分かっていた。死とみなされているにもかかわらず、
She knows she must stay
生き
alive.
るためにこの世を奔走していたのだと。ただひたすら生きるためだけに。だがその時の彼女はまだ知らなかった。
At that time, she knows not that death is not the end.
それは蝶々が枯れた枝に止
Oh.
まるかのようにささやかなものなのだ。
Utterly meaningless. And the end being meaningless kind of goes into nihility there. Oh, those all got lit up. Alright, let me catch up here. Curious thing, sleeping is what we're more closest to the death state as the concept that we know. You mean like kind of like what the brain goes through when dying? Is that what you refer to? Like the actual state of the brain? Aventurine is the one to say that sleep is the rehearsal of death. So Acheron adds, so why does life sleep? Because we're not ready to welcome death. Yeah, I thought that part was super cool, but most of all, I was really into the whole concept that even though things could have like inevitable end, it was kind of the sort of positive nihilism sort of viewpoint that they were presenting in that quest. With the whole, like, even if life is meaningless, like, you still make your own meaning within that time. Like, stuff can still matter to you if you make it matter. So even if the universe doesn't care, we can still care, you know? Because I feel like that kind of is, like, the same perspective that I generally have. I don't think that there's any, like, great purpose to, like, death, ultimately. In fact, I feel like it should be a goal to defeat death, ideally. But even if the universe eventually crumbles, it's like, things that we did, they'll still have mattered in our own little way. It's important to not, like, to not give in to, like, pessimism, you know? It's the same way where it's like, sure, you could kind of, have the viewpoints that everything is predetermined if we boil things down to all being chemical reactions that kind of, like, kickstarted from a very, very long time ago. But what's the point in worrying about that, right? What should be more important is just trying to do what you can, regardless of that. Regardless if things are predetermined or not. It's like, it does no good to give into that sort of worry, that sort of thinking. I don't know. Existential stuff is tough. But yeah, I really heckin' like this. This whole presentation way of doing things. And I wonder... There's still... Let's see here. Because we're missing... We didn't get to meet Anaxa yet. We didn't get to meet Cypher either. Who else? There was like that one girl that some people were either referring to as like Barbara or like Rin. That they reminded her of, but it's a girl with like pink pigtails that kind of go into cyan. We haven't met her yet either. Who else are we missing? Yassine, she's with Anaxa. Yeah. I was hoping we would meet Anaxa, but I'm okay. I'm okay with maybe meeting him next patch. That's okay. But I'm really looking forward to meeting him because in my opinion, I think he is a Sue variant. He really gives me Sue, like in many ways. Like for one, in the trailer, just like one of the first trailers for Amphorius, where they have the sort of like they kind of like show everyone in that sort of like fairy tale like setting. They have Anaxa leaning against a tree, and he kind of is holding like a leaf, right? And he's also by a lake. That gives so much Sue. Because if you consider like Sue, you know, in HI 3rd, kind of like looking through all of the futures by this lake, and he's like by the tree, just holding the leaf. Like that sort of symbolism is it's so Sue. It's very much Sue. And he even has like similar hair color and like vibes. Like if he's scholarly, that's also kind of pointing to it. But I also feel like it's very cool for him if he would be here along with Finon, considering their very close friendship in that game. And I would really like to see how that kind of bond would be explored here if they are still friends. Or if, you know, maybe they're more contrary to each other. I don't know, I feel like I'm so curious about all of the relationships between all of these flame chasers. Because that's kind of one of the main things that I really loved about the original flame chasers. Kind of like all of their interactions with one another, how that kind of impacts their perception of one another. Like, you could really kind of see the sort of group dynamics that they could have had. And so I really hope that they keep going into that, because we got some really nice dynamics with Mireille and Finon here. I really liked their interactions in this quest. I thought it was pretty cute. Like, a pretty sweet, like, friendship there. And, I also think... I think Castris is pretty cool. Like, she seems to look up to Aglaya, in a sense. Like, she says she doesn't want to disappoint her. But I also wonder if she has any kind of, like, closer friendship with the others, because she also seems pretty, like, withdrawn. Like, I'm kind of have a little bit of concern for her, because, like, I wonder, she kind of gives the vibe that she's kind of tries to purposefully not really get too close to people. She seems a little bit hesitant about that. I'm not sure. Twitter feed has cursed you with information that you will not discuss. Oh, interesting. You can find them around the city and get a memory shard from talking to them. Eh? What, you mean like some of the other flame chasers we haven't actually met yet? Oh, Mem has something to say.
Micomi, I've been wondering, did you used to take breaks during your travels?
I believe in work-life balance. No, Trailblaze never rests. Some things are beyond my control. Sure, work-life balance. No, only the ones you found minus Finon. Oh, okay. That makes sense. And it also makes sense that we can't do that with Finon, since he kind of peckin' disappeared just now. I'm so curious about what the nature of the trial he has to do is going to end up being. I still feel like it might end up ending up in failure for him. I'm not going to lie, because his whole symbolism with the world-bearing titan, I just can't really see him adopting Strife as his core flame, but I guess we'll see. He might. I could see how maybe it could fit him in certain ways, but it's like, I don't know. If I need locations, can send some marks over Discord. I feel like I could probably like just explore the city and stuff, but they've technically already spoiled that indirectly from their positions on the wheel and the top icon under card. Oh, you make a good point. I may have to observe that closer.
It seems like Ampharius's hectic days are winding down. Why not take a moment to unwind in the back shaver? It's really amazing. There might not be new stories for a while.
Great tales take time to craft. I'm getting impatient. They'll be in the next update. Well, great tales do take time to craft. That's why updates take time.
I'll wait patiently for these enchanting tales right here in Dreamland. You're coming back, aren't you? Thank you. Listening to Micomi tell stories always brightens my day, even if it's not a daily treat. I'll always look forward to it. Until next time.
Until next time, little Mem. I like Mem. Mem is very cute. Oh, and more Eidolon. Did we get all the Eidolons already? Or peruse the story to obtain. Hold on, I need to see. I need to see how many of these I've actually... You'll be here if you need a hint, but we'll let to discover on my own. Thank you. I do appreciate the offer very much. Oh, okay, we got up to 4. Increases the crit rate of ally targets with mem support by 10%. That's pretty nice. When an ally target has mem support, the effect of mem support also applies to the target's memo sprite. When ally memo sprites, aside from mem, take action, Trailblazer regenerates 8 energy. That's pretty useful. And the skill increase. Dancer of the Muse. When an ally target with 0 max energy actively uses an ability, Then can also gain 3% charge. The multiplier of true damage dealt by this target additionally increased by 6%. Huh. So I guess quicker ults for Mem and stuff. Ultimate's crit rate is set at 100%. That's a pretty banger. That's a pretty banger one. You think E6 is obtainable this patch? Oh, interesting. You think that's so she's still usable with Ekron and Fei Xiao? I do like there being, like, flexibility to an extent. I don't really have anything other than this. I suppose crit damage isn't going to be bad if she eventually gets 100% crit rate on the Memo Sprite, so... Increases damage by all allied targets. Yeah, this is a pretty good light tone, not to mention really banger art. I'm definitely glad that he uses a sword. But I very much have not trained her, like, at all. So... Not yet. I want to train the Herta first, you know? Cause, like, my Herta is very... Have I leveled her? No. The Herta is not leveled. I must grow to level her. She's beautiful. I really wish she didn't heckin' demolish my savings though, dear lord. Why'd she have to make me hit hard pity twice, huh? What the heck? Why'd she have to be so mean? It means you stack crit damage on her and ignore rage completely. E6 is attainable, you got it? Oh, okay. Cool. That is very nice. I'm gonna have to decide which, The way I just gotta, like, swap around light tones all the time. Wait, does she also use, like, that trace material? Oh yeah, she also uses these, sketch ones. Interesting. At least I had, like, a couple of those, saved. So that's pretty nice. I level. Cool. But she's gonna need a lot of work. She's so gorgeous. You know, that is one thing though. I kinda wish she had a longer role in the story. But maybe she'll get that in the upcoming patches, perhaps. And to be fair, she also is a pretty prominent character in the plot already. She's already has had, like, quite a bit of time. So I can understand why her part in this was short. Because, you know, we're focusing on new planets and new characters. I feel like, maybe... I don't know. I'm very curious what they're going to end up doing with her this arc. Because it's going to be clear that she's still very interested in this planet. Also, I realized I did not collect this. What is this? Delicious jades. Feed me. Very good. Very, very nice. How much pull do I have? I have 190. Yeah, that used to be way more. It used to be way more, but at least I feel prepared for at least one more character. So I'm going to skip Aglaya. Let's see, the plans. We work out the plans. I'm gonna skip Aglaya. I'm probably gonna skip Trippy and Mide. But then I really want Castris. I need Finon. Finon is like, I need to have him. I want Castris. I want the Noxa, and I want Cypher. Those are like the main ones. Am I forgetting someone? I don't know if I'm forgetting someone. But I think those are the main ones. Also, kind of looks... Is it me or does the water start to look kind of red? Yeah, is it me or does the water start to look like reddish in some areas? Huh. Where the heck is this anyway? Where are we? Oh, hi, treasure chest. You're expecting a guarantee on one feature character? Yeah, worst case scenario. I'd sure like it. I'd sure like to win more 50-50. You're expecting Finon not to return until 3.2. I do feel like they're probably gonna save him for a pretty pivotal moment. Heart of Euphorius, you heard someone said? Collect your thoughts. It's just like, it's kind of interesting because it's like, it starts looking a little like blood. So, As you sit down, the light of the stars begins to ripple before you. The waves shine and the air seems to resonate with echoes. Finon's trial is not ever yet? You mean over, Sel? I wonder how he is getting on. You reflect on your first meeting with the white-haired man. Back then, he was so spirited, like no one in the world could stand in his way. Then you think about his expression before he threw himself into his trial. Though he wasn't hesitating, he was also far from confident. Just what kind of pressure is he under? Shouldering the burden of being the legendary and prophesized deliverer. If he were to fail, what kind of blame would he face? It seems that saving the world is no simple matter. However, perhaps mortals can become heroes in stories because they do not hesitate despite knowing the inevitable outcome. I hope that he will achieve his wish. Chat, I don't feel comfortable about what they're doing with Finon. Wait, is there more? Or does it repeat the same thing? Wait, oh, I think there's more actually. As you sit down, the light of the stars begins to ripple before you, the waves shine and the air seems to resonate with echoes. Collecting the core flames and creating the world anew. Is the strength of the Titans really capable of such things? Titans, core flames, cryospheres. When you first boarded the Express, you had once complained that you'd fallen into a sci-fi movie. Now suddenly it's a fantasy movie. Yep, that do be Honkai, the blend of fantasy and sci-fi. Inside this vortex of Genesis, you and the cryospheres came to a misunderstanding that you were fortunately able to resolve. Though you considered leaving this planet, you ended up gaining the power of a Titan and standing alongside the cryospheres in battle. Their determination is admirable, but just what are these Titans? Where does their power come from? If Euphorius is to be trailblazed, these questions must be answered and entered into the databank. Come to think of it, Mem is a real mystery. You don't say. You don't say, Stell. But yeah, that's kind of another thing I'm very unsure on. The Titans seem to be being exploited to an extent by people. I mean, what happened to the Strife Titan was objectively really, really messed up. The way he got all split up. He got his soul shattered and, like, separated as part of some plan. And the way that the Time Titan doesn't really seem willing to have the power used, but the power gets used anyways. Like, I feel concerned. I'm feeling concerned that the Flame Chasers aren't the ones in the right, ultimately. And that there's gonna be a big downfall. The Black Tide. What a strange name. Could that be related to Stellaron's? That's also a good point. Is there a Stellaron here? Because there has been in every other single threat so far. So how would the Stellaron be involved here? This is not the first time you've heard its name. It's the source of the disaster that is befalling Euphorius. As for its origins, a number of possibilities flash through your mind. one of which leaves you feeling quite uneasy. The Strife Titan Nikador. They were once a symbol of glory, and now they have fallen to become the Mad King. They continue to fight back against the Black Tide, though their body is broken and battered. That's how you know you can tell how serious this disaster is. From what you've learned in your trailblazing experience, every crisis ends up being related to the Celerons. However, your intuition tells you that lightning never strikes the same place twice, and not all such things can be written off as the work of Nanook. Are Celerons really confirmed to all come from Nanook? Because I'm not sure. Let's just hope this Trailblaze can have a happy ending too. All of these are ominous as heck. Not gonna lie. I just know that each of the Celeron disasters, you did refer to it as the seed of destruction and the interrogation. You know what? Yeah, that is a good point. I feel like each Celeron kind of has its parallels, to threats we have seen elsewhere in other game. The most obvious, obviously, being the Bellabog one. But I am curious if the Celeron crisis here would resemble corruption. Because in a sense, like, if the Titans are being driven mad, isn't that a form of corruption? You know? And I still don't trust the Black Tide. It's suspicious as heck. Finance trial's not... Oh, okay. So it starts repeating. I see. Does it still repeat if I go another time? I just want to make sure. Yeah. It seems to go in order. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm glad I got all of that. I'm glad I came down here. Still, the environmental design in this place really does go hard. Bloop. Bloop. Ooh, I have another pool. Oh. I just realized I started trying to tap O for pulling. I'm like, oh, that's not this game. I had to go singles for the standard banner. Yep, nothing. Oh well. We can always hope. Actually, what are the events properly in this patch? Is it just like enforced exploration stuff? It seems like it. There isn't like an awful lot, honestly. I should probably try to go explore and stuff. Is this the... I would really like to do more of like those light puzzles things. None have started yet. Think you're giving people a few days or a week to get through the story, considering it's 10 hours. Oh, you know what? That makes sense. Hey, that's not a bad idea. I should definitely try to train up the Herta at the very least. I should do break team, I think. Where break? Where the heck is my break team? Okay, there is my break team. Bloop. Oh. But yeah, that makes sense that they want to be able to space stuff out for people. It is a lot. And I do still genuinely think people shouldn't try to straight rush through it either, but I always understand the urge to. Because I literally also feel the urge to. Because I want to avoid spoilers. But this does mean that now I can freely look forward to all of the fan art I want. Without worry. I will be quite happy about that. I'm definitely looking forward to Oh, actually, I did draw a new fan art. Actually, it was kind of a sketchy little kind of thing. Here, let me see if I can find it. It's just a silly thing. It's this thing. I just did the cabin. It's just like a little drawing of Finon and cabin. Cause I still have such a strong impression of how bright Finon seems in comparison at this point in time. But now I'm definitely seeing that it's not gonna last for very long. I want to believe it'll last. I would want this, you know, I would want Finon to be able to stay happy and stuff. Have a nice ending. That would be nice. But I'm scared. And I don't know if that's really gonna happen. So, yeah. I don't know how that's gonna go. I have many worries. But, well... it just kind of be like that. I'm still very happy about the whole relic optimization system that they've added, though. That's gonna be very useful. I definitely have thoughts about possible further things that they can do. You know, one thing that I have kind of been seeing a lot, though, in terms of the discussion about this patch, can technically generate infinite relic fragments if you have the XP material for it. Oh. Wait, really? Well, if you have the XP material for it, I assume that means not really infinite, I don't think, but... Take a single relic level to 15, salvage for 400 fragments, and generate 4 relics from it. Oh. Huh. Yeah, but that's a lot of XP, isn't it? That do sound like a lot of XP, and being honest, I always struggle with XP. Like, how do people get a lot of XP? Like, am I missing something? Am I possibly missing something crucial? Cause I don't know. Never said it was efficient? Okay, well, fair. It's like, my main struggle with relics is like, getting the AXP in order to actually test out whether something will end up good. Cause a lot of the time it'll be kind of wasted through like rerolls and stuff. Though I guess you can just like feed the substandard relic, the subpar relic rather, and then it just kind of slowly degrades from there. But I kind of struggle with that sometimes too, in terms of sometimes a relic doesn't seem very good enough for keeping, but at the same time it's the only thing I have at the time. So I kind of just have to hold on to it for a bit. At the least. So yeah, I don't know. This is like this way. I'm like, can I have more of the light puzzle? Because I like the light puzzle. Actually, there is this puzzle here. I can do that. I get to have all of the goodies here. After 4 steps, your past self becomes enemy, so... Oh. This? That's not... Okay, that did work. You didn't know you went from around the 4k out of the blue relic XP to Meteoro to about 2.5k trying for Fushan relic upgrades? Oh. Pain. That is pain. Holy moly, I am overloaded. That is, do I... Okay, I have some space now. God, I always struggle with getting space. It's hard. Oh, hi. Catch. This pile of ore in the mural is offset. It's not symmetrical, and that's going to trigger people's urges. Oh no, why did you inform me of that? The ruler would never let such a balance go unpunished. Can I chisel a few pieces of this ore off? Why would you inform us of this? It will bother us forever. I cannot cross here. How... Okay, that seems more like it's downstairs, not... Okay, let me like port. Look. Relic rank is now Esto? Hey, I mean, sounds pretty worth it. Oh wait, does that mean... Wait, does this mean we can, can we see, like, the relic ranks of, like, other players' builds? Is that a thing? Can we, like, judge each other? No idea? It'd be kind of funny. But I also imagine it'd make picking supports more picky. But I guess at the end of the day, a lot of people will probably pick, like, or probably just pick some kind of, E6, S5 thing. You know, that really didn't work. That really did not work how I wanted. Here we go. There we go. There we go. The rank is just based on what relics the game recommends and how many of the subsidiary stat upgrades you have. Yeah. I wonder how well the game tends to line up with the theory crafting in terms of how it's judging that stuff. What if it go this way? Oh, she needs more food. He must feed her. Oh, a little beetle. The inscriptions etched into this blade of fury so pulse with the divinity that the Spear Lord injected into it. I think I can feel it. Yes, I feel it. I feel it. Oh my gosh, it's so hyped. Okay, fine. It's just my emotive imagination. Hello, ominous tide. Oh, I can't get... Oh, no, you can't get rid of it. Did I read this one? The horn of materialism has not been sounded since the Mad King's spirit scattered. The throne has not seen a change of hands for a long time, and the land of bloodlust awaits its new ruler. Like, your Robin has more substat upgrades than your Firefly. 24/20, but because the game recommends sprightly 1 luck instead of the Wolfwood set, she's ranked as A. Oh. Okay, so there's some wiggle room when it comes to how it judges stuff. I see. So I guess I should teleport to this side. Oh, there's like a fragment thing there. Let me like open this path here. EBH, you do need to change that.
fight was so thrilling I had to watch it back to back for 3 days straight, so I ended up falling to sleep. Wow! It was such a rousing contest, I watched it until it got dark outside. Yes, but how did you watch it over? Was it through the weird memory stuff? It is sus. I do not believe. What is my Robin build like? Robin, where are you? Rubby. Hello, Rubby. How, where, why, build? Oh, it's A. Why it's A? Oh, these are not, this one's pretty bad. Yeah, this one's pretty bad. Stuff that's and also the ornaments. Yeah, I guess, probably could have it not be this. But I feel like I've equipped it because of the little bit of extra energy regen. I'm not sure if it actually is ideal for her. I don't know. But definitely some pieces in here could have very better subsets, so... Sprightly is good because of the action advances while making her act before damage dealers, so she can get her buff up. Oh. Wait, do I even have... Hold on. This. Do I have that set for her? Well, there is this. Let's see. I could like attack percentage and speed. Does anything? Nope. Okay, nothing has both of those. 2 things have both of those. That's fire damage boosts. I guess it would be this potentially. What other stat does this give? The flat defense. Ew. I don't know how good that is per se. What if I just did, like, attack percentage? HP. Because I believe she needs mainly... Okay, none of those are useful. I believe she needs, like, a lot of attack, I think, is her main thing. There is an energy regen rope with attack percent. Those could be useful. Like 4K is her recommended. Did I actually fulfill that? Damn, okay, she's low. Oh, okay. Damn. Okay, she's not doing so good, actually. That's, Oh dear. That's my light cone? Oh, I literally just have this one for energy regen. But maybe that's not recommended for Robin's case. I know it's recommended for Ruanmei's case, but maybe not for Robin. That's why. Because I kind of got the impression that she should try to get a lot of energy regen because she barely has any turns at all. But maybe that's not really the case. The event one from the theme park is a good free-to-play one. Do you mean this one? She regens off of other characters' attacks. Let me see. Increases Auror's attack. After the wearer uses ultimate, increases their damage dealt by 30%. Oh, I could see that being pretty good. What do you need for level? Because I definitely do want to improve my follow-up team. My only thing is I don't actually have facial. Oh, but the Herta is follow-up, right?
I assume she is. So I could probably work with that. She has one. But isn't a spammer. Ah. So she could have kind of half work. Kind of. I guess I'll have to try to level that one up soon. I'll equip it for now. Ratio, Topaz, Evan, Robin still works. IP3. Oh yeah, I do have all of them. I definitely adore them as a team. They're so fun. Actually, okay, how bad is my ratio? Hold on. I always end up kind of switching between who has this, who has the actual 5-star light cone there. What is your rating? S. Okay. I see things that could be better. It looks like some things could be better. But at least he's fine? Question mark? What about my... Oh, I do have Jade. Though. Oh, your relic rating is A. Oh, this one's pretty poor. Robin's talent gives her 2 energy when allies attack. I see. I wonder... I guess it's kind of between, in circumstance, who is better, like Topaz or Jade. Like, I guess it would depend on the specific fight. Because I feel like with that kind of team, you always want to have... If you don't have Facial, you would always want to have Ratio, and you'd always want to have Aventurine. And you'd always want to have Robin. So I'm guessing the extra slot is like, it depends. But my Topaz is also just an A. I see. Damn, this one sucks. That one is like 0 points. Damn, okay. That was not great. Oh, my Himiko. My Selle is S rating. Ah, Selle. Selle, my beloved. We still don't talk about how this happened. This was not luck. It was a tragic accident. It was a very tragic accident. But we don't worry about it because it has been forgiven. Goddamn Bailu. Okay, how many of these hecking standard characters do I have? I have 3 Clara. I have 3 Himeko. I have 4 Bailu. Whom's the heck else? I have 2 Welt. One of them was from the 300 redemption. You know, this is one thing! I have somehow managed to dodge Yanxing! I have somehow managed to dodge Yanxing Eidolons! You know, that is a thing! It's so funny because I've failed so many 50-50s! And I have 1 Jeppy. I have failed so many 50-50s. Oh, right, of course. It's because of the Bronya. It's because I have gotten 5 Bronyas. So the Bronya has eaten up other opportunities for the others. So the Bronya is godly. Welt ate most of yours. Does that mean you have passed E2 Welt? I really want an E2 Welt. Granted, I don't want it to happen I don't want to fail a 50-50. And to get an E2 Welt, that's what's going to have to happen. So I hope that whenever I fail a 50-50, I'm hoping it lands on Welt, essentially. And Jeopard TBH before Hungry Boys. It took me so long to get a single heckin' Jeopard. And by the time I got him, I already got Aventurine, so like... Heck! By the time I got him, I got Aventurine and his light cone. And Jumper's light cone. I kind of switch between these depending on if it's an Acheron team or not for him. E4 Welton Jeopard? Damn. But yeah, I don't know. What is up with this thing? Listen. Midemos, you did it! We did it! We have taken revenge for your mother. We have avenged Queen Gorgo. Now there is but one thing remaining. Put on the crown, fulfill your mother's wishes, and become the new king of Kremos. I once vowed to your mother that I would give my life to protect your reign. Once you become king, I will be your iron wings. If you wish to unite Amphorius, I will always be the one who charges ahead of you into battle. Master, do not forget the position that we are currently in. I have not forgotten. We serve as the mercenary blade of the blonde usurper, dependent on her for our existence. However, these days shall come to an end. Of the blonde usurper. But that moment is not now. I understand how you feel, young master. You just now killed your own father. It is to be expected that your emotions are complicated and heavy. However, standing on the body of your fathers, bathing in their blood, and then putting on the crown is a Cremonan tradition that has continued for millennia. Oh, it's tradition to kill your father. Okay, I thought he did it for like some other reason, but like he was made to? Master, let me ask you, did my mother really have such expectations of me? Did she wish for me to commit patricide, to steal the throne, and continue this endless conquest? Do not mention this matter again. I understand the situation. Now let us return to the city. We have far too many fallen soldiers to honor. I understand, young master. Please just allow me one final word. There are many like myself in the Cremonan detachment who already see you as the new king. You need only give the order, and the Cremonan detachment would raise their spears and give their lives for you. Do not let your mother or your people down, Midemos. Damn. I guess it lets us repeat it. So these kind of just stick around, then. Bailu Himeko, 1 from Free Gift and 2.7. Yanqing, Bronya, 300 picker at E1, Clara E0. I see. I hear a chest. I hear a chest. There is chest. Hello. Is this gonna have a hecking a guy inside of it, or... Yep, it's gonna have a guy inside of it. Yup. Oh well. I will, Here we go. Nope. You know, I still wish I had the, I still wish I had the strong enough computer to stream Infinity Nikki. I just don't. I just do not. And I was wondering who could have broken into such an uninhabited place. I guess seeing you here makes sense. The universal street rat at your service. If you come sooner, this place wouldn't be so desolate and bleak. I used to come here all the time when this place was all the rage. Warriors from all over would gather at great ceremonies, engage in hand-to-hand combat, boxing, beast fighting, spear throwing. They'd battle for glory of their lives, vying for the winner's crown and the benediction of Nicator. Cast your spear into the earth and feed the soil to libations. Bards and poets compiled songs of the warriors' battles to the death. Unfortunately, this prosperity has long since passed, and these songs are rarely heard anymore. Once the beast's cage broke and the beast flooded the arena, the unarmed warriors are completely helpless. However, I had no fear and single-handedly caught them all one by one. That's a bit far-fetched. You don't believe me? Looks like I'm gonna have to prove my strength to you. You will die. You will die. He will murder you. Your life ends now. Okay, you are a little bit chunky, I suppose. Boop. There we go. If I just like the Chromosaurus of the past, it takes some creative liberty in the story I told you. It's actually me who opened the beast cage and herded the beast into the arena. Damn, okay. Give me treasure. I demand it. Thank you. Curious creature. But yeah, I guess I know the stream hasn't really been very long, but I did finish the story pretty pretty early in. I would like to continue HI 3rd soon. After all, I have the interlude between like part 1.5 and part 2 that I would like to do. And then after that, I definitely want to do the Durandal VN still. And then after that, I had to figure out what the heck I'm going to do about finding a way to repeat part 2, like the very start of it. I may have to actually start working on an auto count for it now, since there is a bit of initial leveling. Because I honestly don't really remember a whole lot of it. And I feel like actually having so much more context from actually playing part 1.5 is gonna help me enjoy it a lot more. Because I remember I initially started part 2 because I just wanted to see what it was about. But it's unfortunate it couldn't actually be replayable. Walk along this pillar of light. Butterflies and souls. Weather forecast. Verdant crown of thorns. I just realized I have not actually gotten all of these achievements. The unsullied flame. Yeah, I guess I'll collect those off screen. Thank you so much everyone who came to stream. I really appreciate it. The more I do this, the more I'm like, yeah, I like doing this. It's fun. It's nice. It feels comfy. I don't know. But yeah, may you have a lovely day / night.